Hello, Sydney. Your favorite killer is back, and today we're continuing Sherlock Holmes' Crimes and Punishment. As we can see, a new case is called the Kew Gardens Drama. Sounds biblical, so let's check this shit out. Okay. What now?
A map of life.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, let's see what did Watson say to me. Okay. Maybe we should go there just. Kew Gardens. Damn, this is one long ass ride. And slow loading, finally.
Well, Holmes, here we are at the Royal Botanic Gardens. There's no doubt that this place is beautiful. But are you really intent on investigating the theft of the plants?
Yes, of course.
Don't touch anything else, is that clear? Just go and get a bucket of fertilizer. And without turning it over this time. Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you? If you are here for a visit, please do come back on Sunday.
I am afraid that it cannot wait. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson. We are investigating the theft of plants that took place here 5 days ago. A remarkable collection, I believe.
So you're the one in charge, eh?
A small favour for a friend. Now, to whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
I am Martin Hamish. I am the Deputy Director of Kew Gardens, and that fellow yonder is Albert. He works here.
I am delighted to meet you. What can you tell us about the plants?
They were rare and exceptional plants. We presented them at our last exhibition. We haven't removed the stand yet. It is still in the large glass house. We only learned of their disappearance the evening after the exhibition, and nobody saw anything.
No doors were forced?
No, but I would imagine that for a thief it would be fairly easy to gain entry, for there are no guards here.
Well, if you don't mind, we will take a look. Now, you say that it is in the large glass house.
Yes, the one just behind me. Just a second, since Albert has nothing else to do. Albert, show these gentlemen where the exhibition was held.
How many people work here?
Only myself, but occasionally 2 students, Albert, whom you have met, and Miss White.
Here it is. This is the place where the stolen plants were exhibited.
Thank you. Is there something the matter?
Yes, there is. All right, the plants were valuable and rare, but it seems to me that the tragedy that took place here only 2 days ago has been entirely forgotten already.
What tragedy are you referring to?
The director of Kew Gardens, Mr. Montague Dunn, he died here just 2 days ago.
We're very sorry. We were not aware. The two of you were good friends?
He was my father.
Oh dear. Our condolences. We should not be troubling you. Please do excuse us for the intrusion.
You say that he died here, in the large glass house?
Holmes?
Yes, just here, near the door to the colonial collection. He suffered a heart attack. Just like that. So suddenly. It was terrible. Excuse me, gentlemen, but I cannot remain here. If you need me, I'll be in the reserve. That's the room next to the front of the large greenhouse.
Of course, we understand.
Examine the place of Dune's death. No problemo.
According to Albert, this is where his father, Montague Dunn, was found dead.
Shut up. Okay, we have something here.
The
Footprint.
traces are thinner in some places. These boot marks are fresh. The footprints reveal that someone staggered.
Suspicious.
The door was smashed at shoulder height. This door handle is new. Soil. It should have come. The soil on the fragments of a flower pot. The esconsson was breached near the handle. The door was forced from the inside of the Colonial Collection Room. The handle was changed afterwards.
I think we need to inspect the Colonial Collection Room.
Smart thinking.
Very strange. Half of the colonial collection is absent. The smell is strong. This broken fragment was the result. A fragment of marble.
Okay, we will take that for inspection.
This is one of the outlets of the ventilation. These windows were perfect. Part of this greenhouse was emptied and thoroughly cleaned.
The fuck did I miss? Shit. Oh, broken pot.
This pot was broken fairly. A flower pot recently fell down.
Someone broke the door, broke the plant. Pretty obvious what is happening. I'm full of shit.
According to this, they have light, dry.
Let's inspect the dry tropics. Cactuses. Oh, I've been in one very hot and sexy room like this in Amsterdam. It was totally
These flower pots are beautiful. They are
Orgasmic.
intended to be used. The symbol is not from Kew Garden.
very, 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 very suspicious. Anything else interesting? I guess not.
Dry.
What should we do?
Shut up.
There is a smell of burning. Colonial Collection. Palm House. Water lily. Dry tropics. Ventilation. Sea. Nest. Director's office. Cloak. Reserve.
Okay, everything totally examined.
Sea. Locked.
Damn! What do we have here?
A ventilation system. It should... A vent...
Okay, we missed something. Which means only one thing. We'll come here later. Not this shit again.
Water... Dry... Power... Director...
Okay, I was hoping that something is different, but everything is the same. I had to make sure. Damn, this shit is gigantic. Wait. What is here?
Locked. See. Locked.
Nursery locked. We're back on the beginning. Nursery.
Locked.
Locked. Maybe we should check out the house. Or maybe profile this guy first.
Albert told us about the tragic death of Mr. Dunn, the late...
Tragic indeed. His heart attack was quite unexpected.
Would you unlock the doors for us?
Do you expect to find the stolen plants there? I am sorry, but those rooms are private.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall...
Okay, not cooperating. I will remember that.
Locked. Locked.
Well, shit. Nothing here. Okay.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
The fuck? Oh, I wasn't inside. I haven't been here. So, I guess he can help us. Let the profiling start.
Do you work here?
Yes, but part-time only, for I'm also studying botany at the University of London.
You're following in your father's footsteps, then. That is commendable.
Well, even if botany is not my strongest suit, there are people who say that I could be a good manager.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you... Palm.
Okay, anything interesting here? Fuck.
According to this, they have water.
What should we do next?
Fuck off, man. Fuck off. Water lily.
This sign is broken. These trees, with their roots in water, must...
Ah, yes, the bayou. I remember our...
Here is a list of the stolen plants.
Do not touch.
The plants were here. All of them were stolen.
Plant stealers. We have new kind of mafia in game.
Blood. Someone fell violently against this sign, and they were injured. And all the clues around here are quite suspicious. This reconstruction reveals a disturbing fact. Montague Dunn damaged the door of the Colonial Collection Room.
He was in a panic, or the door was locked. Was it an accident, or a murder then, I wonder?
Okay. Autopsy, you say? Let's go. Scotland Yard.
I asked Inspector Lestrade to take Montague Dunn's body to Scotland Yard.
It's ready for autopsy then. It's ready.
Let's go. Evidence?
A beautiful This watch is of great value. A membership card for the London Crest.
Okay.
First of all, let us carry out. There are no suspicious marks. No redness, stings, or bruises. There is an injury to the skull, the vessels and the pupil of the air from the lungs carries a faint Nothing Now, let us... The heart's blood vessels show no... The heart tissue shows no... The liver is enlarged. It would seem that he was... The liver tissue is brown. There are no visible pathological...
Stomach.
The stomach tissues show no visible There is a small amount of content. It appears that he... The lungs are congested and... The tissue on the inferior lobe of the right lung is damaged. Most... My suspicions have been substantiated. Montague Dunn, the director of Kew Gardens, died from poisoning. Plant poisoning, to be more exact.
You mean...
Yes, it is murder.
We should inform Lestrade.
Yes, but do remember, Watson, that I discovered the murder. The challenge is mine.
The challenge, Holmes?
We need to locate that deadly plant. Such a perfect murder appeals to me.
Murder of any kind appeals to you. Is that all we need to do?
No. We also have the people working at Kew Gardens. Martin Hamish and the son of the victim, Albert Dunn.
And also Miss White, of whom we spoke with Mr. Hamish. Should we bring them all here for interrogation?
No. A few innocuous questions at Kew will suffice, as well as a discreet delve into their personal affairs. Yes, Watson, it is time now to open the doors.
Even those in the staff building? I suppose that is necessary.
We should also be concerned with the victim himself. After all, we don't know very much about Montague Dunn.
You're enjoying this already, aren't you?
More than a little.
Let's go and inspect what we got.
My analysis...
You gotta be shitting me, there's nothing to inspect. What about the stone he took? Fucking faggot.
Mr. Hamish, can you explain to us what happened to the colonial collection? It seems somewhat depleted.
But, most likely maintenance work, tidying up.
You're not sure, then? But you're the deputy director.
Well, I am busy. I cannot be everywhere at once.
As deputy director, how was your relationship with Montague Dunn?
To be honest with you, Mr. Holmes, it could have been better. You see, every Tuesday he would carry out his inspection of the gardens, but it was solely to make an impression, great pretense that he cared at all. He would give out absurd orders, ignoring anyone else's opinion. He would then disappear for the rest of the week. He was what some might call a man of action. I'd say rather he was overzealous and chaotic. So after all, it was no wonder, perhaps, that he ended up like that, if you take into consideration his kind of lifestyle.
You mentioned that Mr. Dunn led a particular lifestyle.
Well, it's no secret that he enjoyed, celebrating, shall we say? He was a member of the London Smart Set. He was famous for it. That and...
And...
He had an eye for the ladies, to put it mildly, Mr. Holmes.
Mr. Hamish, can you tell us who holds the keys to the locked greenhouses?
That would be Albert, Mr. Dunn's son. Yes, Albert keeps all the keys, and one can only imagine why.
What do you mean?
Well, he was never interested in Kew Gardens before, and now all of a sudden he is trying to act as if he owns the place. I think he wants to take over the management here. He'd do better to leave that to me. He has no experience. No, none at all.
What is your opinion of Albert as a student of botany?
He's useless. I often tell him so, and I can only give him cleaning tasks. Botany is not his life's work, and his father well knew it. He was furious about it.
He was?
Oh yes, he forced his son to work here, and he never missed an opportunity to criticize him publicly.
Are you able to elaborate on that?
Well, for example, with our last exhibition here, Mr. Dunn had Albert make a presentation speech. But then, while the lad was speaking, Mr. Dunn interrupted him, asking him difficult questions, making him look like a failure. It was with the intention of making a fool of him, Mr. Holmes.
That must have been terribly humiliating.
Yes, he was crushed, and he had to leave. Everybody was making fun of poor Albert. That is, except for Miss Margaret White, who is such a nice lady and who always takes pity on Albert.
You mentioned a Miss White. Would you tell us more about her?
She is a student who works here part-time. She is quite charming indeed. She possesses a great talent for botany. You should take a look at some of her experiments that she carried out in the laboratory. Ah, if only she were not so naive.
Why naive?
The way she used to flutter around Mr. Montague Dunn. And why, he couldn't help but be flattered by all her attention. How could an intelligent woman such as Miss White not see through his game? I can only scratch my head and wonder.
Tell me, Mr. Hamish, do you grow the more deadly variety of plant here?
You mean insectivorous? Yes, but nothing larger than that.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue.
Okay. Your turn.
Who is Miss Margaret White?
Ah, she is the young lady who studies with me. She visits here sometimes to help out with the greenhouses. In fact, she should be here today. She wanted to work at the seed house. That's the small greenhouse across from the large glass house.
We noticed that a part of the colonial collection has been cleared.
Ah, at the moment I'm just dealing with the storage room. I don't know much about the other rooms.
I imagine that your relationship with your father may have been a strained one.
Yes. I cannot say that he was a kind man, for he never listened to me at all. He forced me to work here. But now, after his death, I've been pondering it over. Perhaps he wasn't so wrong about me after all. I have to follow his path, and I have to manage Kew Gardens, and I can do it. I can be as good as any other who works here.
Would you please tell us about Martin Hamish, the Deputy Director?
Well, I have to tell you that Mr. Hamish is not and has never been the Deputy Director of Kew Gardens. My father would not have tolerated it.
Indeed? Well, that is most interesting. He told us that he was.
Yes, because he believes that the management should be passed down to him now that my father is dead. But in actual fact, Mr. Hamish only has the honour of being the garden's longest-serving employee. In fact, if we are to think logically at all, it should be me who takes over the management of Kew Gardens.
Do you not have a good relationship with Mr. Hamish?
I suppose so. But we have very little in common. Mr. Hamish loves his plants and Kew Gardens, and I cannot say that I share his passion.
I see. And how was his relationship with your father?
Oh, he hated my father. It was obvious. He would be furious whenever my father boasted of Kew Gardens in the newspapers or at conferences. He was convinced that my father was stealing all of the credit for himself. That my father treated Mr. Hamish in the same way as he treated anyone. Dismissively. With indifference.
Do you hold the keys to all of these locked doors?
Yes, you can have them. But I cannot give you the keys to the cloakroom. The employees' effects are private. I am sure you understand.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again.
Okay, now we have keys, so let's check out all the locked doors.
Locked.
Unlocked.
Champagne. Montague Dunn had good French wine. Newspapers a photograph of Montague.
Skip this shit.
I suggest that we don't tell Miss Margaret. Locked. There was a bottle here.
Gold dust? Good heavens.
The gold is almost immune to chemical attacks.
But why would anyone perform?
Several drop. The bottle is no longer here, but it is possible.
We have to bring the dog again.
This is a table for experiments. It resembles my own.
Only this one is kept in good order. A phonograph used for voice recording. Remarkable.
Yes, this is quite a modern laboratory. I don't hear anything. I don't hear any.
And it seems clear from these multiple experiments that plants do respond to their environment and have a form of consciousness.
Study report.
Martin Hamish's perception of plants. The notion of communication in the plant world has long been considered marginal, yet I remain convinced that some plants do indeed transmit chemical signals in the event of attack.
A study report by Martin Hamish. A botany book. This student's book. Chemicals, a sufficient quantity.
Nothing else on the table.
It appears as though the protective gloves, waterproof.
Do they grow dangerous?
Such masks are generally locked.
Holmes, Albert Dunn didn't...
It does not matter.
I like him.
Open. Albert's lock. Specialist articles on shipyards. Albert Dunn has a great passion for ship. A rejection letter from the British. Young Albert, standing with a woman. Martin Hamish's lock. A review on rare and exotic plants. Martin Hamish. Father and I.
Okay.
Miss White's. Apparently, Miss White is a capable student. A draft of the letter that. These jewels must be worth a small. A vanity purse.
Interesting.
Locked.
What do we
These
have
young
here?
These young plants must be delicate.
Fuck off, Watson. I will fucking kill this bitch. Fuck off.
A thesis written by a glasses case. This area serves as This poster is for an exhibition that Martin Hamish. This certificate belongs to Martin Hamish.
I haven't matter.
We can see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room from this window. An award presented to Martin Hamish for a master's degree diploma. It is a bust. I am curious if the marble that we... Here it is. The marble fragment that we found in the Colonial Collection Room.
So he was there instead of a plant, right?
The seeds of plants. Locked.
Okay.
Open.
Who do we have here?
Materials for college. A book about ships. These leather gloves are new and of good quality. This place serves. From here, we are unable to see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room.
Hello, madame.
Good day to you, miss. You have some very beautiful plants here.
Why, thank you, sir. And good day to you, too. But...
Oh, I do beg your pardon. My name is Dr. John Watson. This is my good friend, Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
I am honored to make your acquaintance, gentlemen. My name is Margaret White. Excuse me, but are you Sherlock Holmes, the great detective?
Yes, I am he.
What a pleasure to see you here at Kew Gardens. Are you working on a case?
Yes, a theft of plants that took place here a few days ago after their most recent exhibition.
Oh yes, of course. I quite forgot about that.
Oh, it's quite understandable that you might forget about the theft of the plants, miss, after the tragedy that took place here.
Yes. The director was a truly good man. It is such a terrible misfortune.
Would you happen to know why part of the colonial collection was cleared?
No, I have never been there.
Do you work here?
Part-time only. I am a biology student at the London University. I attend the same classes as the son of Mr. Montague Dunn. That is how I found my chance to work here for part of my thesis, you see. It is a great honor.
How well did you know Mr. Montague Dunn?
He was a master, a great leader. I saw him almost as a spiritual father.
He had an exceptional nature?
Oh yes, indeed. He was always so active and so optimistic, and very nice to me. Although he could behave harshly towards his son.
Why so?
He loved his son dearly and wanted the very best for him. It made him extremely demanding. Albert, who is naturally shy, suffered because of it.
Most of the doors in Kew Gardens are locked. Do you have a key to this room?
Oh, yes. Albert gave me a set of duplicate keys. He agreed I might carry out my studies without disturbing him. It is only temporary.
Thank you, miss. None of the 3 people who work at Kew Gardens know why half of the colonial... Someone is...
Kew Gardens.
Okay. Who is lying? Maybe she was in deal with someone because she needed money. Maybe it's the guy because
A vent...
I don't know why.
A water tank.
But everything will become clear soon.
This symbol is from the divine... A door handle? Why would anyone throw such a thing in the door handle to the colonial collection, and that of...
Yeah, old one.
The remains of a pig... A protective mark. Someone set it alight, but it did... A broom handle was... The plants were set alight fairly recently.
We were here. We came from here. Okay, we were everywhere. Oh, fuck off, man, I'll fucking kill you.
Kew Garden.
Event...
Someone tried to burn the evidence.
According to... According...
Hey, find it.
I perceive that you are passionate about the Royal Navy.
Passionate? No, not really. I like ships, that is all.
Are you quite sure? You do not seem to be so interested in plants.
It's difficult, that's all. My future is here. It has never been about anything else.
And yet I know that the Royal Naval College rejected your application.
Ah, you truly are as clever as they say. Yes, that's correct. And in fact, my father was strongly against the idea. He did his best to ruin my plans, although I almost did succeed. But my dreams were shattered, Mr. Holmes.
Okay.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
He can be a potential... Actually, he is a potential suspect now. Okay, we'll have to go for dog. I forgot about that. Let's just see this guy.
Mr. Hamish, was someone from your family connected with Kew Gardens?
Family? No. I'm the only one with a passion for botany.
I do not think so. This photograph of you and your father at Kew Gardens suggests the opposite.
But you have no right to.
Do tell us more about your father.
He was, indeed, the greatest botanist of his time in the British Empire. He worked together with Montague Dunn until the end of his life. He brought me in at the age of 12.
Did he get on well with Mr. Dunn?
No, I couldn't say that. They expanded Kew Gardens together, that was all. And it was all my father's work, for Dunn always lived the high life.
So Mr. Dunn was not helping your father?
Oh, yes, he provided the financial support. And as far as he was concerned, that fulfilled his role. But the worst of it was, he declared himself as the master of Kew Gardens. Fame meant nothing to my father. So it was easy for Mr. Dunn to take all the credit.
There is a bust of Montague Dunn in the nursery.
A bust? Oh, that old thing. Further proof of that outrageous ego of his.
But why in that room in particular?
Oh, I don't know. It has always been there.
It is strange, because I recovered a fragment of the bust inside the Colonial Collection Room.
Really? Oh, well, so I am mistaken. It ought to have been removed during the cleanup. This room is so small.
Do you know who moved it?
I have no idea. Surely Mr. Dunn requested it. Do you have any more questions like this? Because fragments of rock are not my responsibility.
Evidently. Thank you, Mr. Hamish.
Let's see. So let's go back for dog.
Come on, Toby. We have some work for you to do. Let us go to Kew Gardens.
Aw, how cute.
Let us take Toby to the laboratory. He will pick up the scent of this mysterious substance. Search, Toby. Search.
Good doggy.
Congratulations, Toby. Now let us see. This is the bottle that was used in the laboratory. There is still some liquid remaining. A tiny caterpillar. Not surprised. Brave.
Should we take it to analysis? Yeah. And search the archives. Cute. Whoa. Stolen plants. A list.
That is not the...
Oh yeah, I need books.
That... Here it is.
Let's search the others. Symbolism. I saw that somewhere.
Here it is. The Divine Syndicate is not a supplier to Kew Gardens. That... Here it is.
Oh, we need...
Here it is. And here is the Divine Syndicate's address. Perfect. My... Let us determine... Let us pour liquid from the bottle. This is the bottle. This is the bottle that we found here. A colorless, water-based liquid. Quite a strong floral aroma.
Holmes? What are you doing?
It has a bitter taste.
What if it's poisonous?
Did you ever see poison stored in enormous jars like that? Anyway, there is a doctor nearby.
So what do you...
It is some kind of organic compound. Small colorless crystals. Colorless, tiny crystals that are soluble in water, with a florals.
Of course. Here you are.
Wagner's reagent. There was a...
No, Holmes, I meant the bottle.
Let me add the reagent and see if there is any sed... I need to take a pipette. I need to take a pipette. Red set. This liquid is of organic origin. It contains some alkaloid. Most likely it is This mixture is probably a fertilizer. Someone was carrying out...
Okay. Let's go.
This place is beautiful, Holmes. Its atmosphere is remarkably soothing.
Let us find someone who could help us.
It is indeed.
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock...
I am exalting the sap. A while can you wait? From the trace of elements and moreover from the quality of the ambient geotropism it depends. Therefore, please, mind my gravitropism. Its balance. Do not disturb.
Disturbed is most definitely the word.
There. Completed is the symbiosis. Welcome you are
To introduce myself, I shall. I am the Green Grand Mystic.
The Green Grand Mystic himself.
This is me. Who am I speaking to?
We are two gentlemen who are extremely interested in the vegetation philosophy that is advocated by this establishment.
Listening to you, I am.
Profiling a guru.
We should like to take a look around, to immerse ourselves in the wisdom that emanates from here.
It is a school of anastomosis, the divine scholastic syndicate for vegetation veneration and meditation. You may say, the divine syndicate, glory to the eukaryotic. Only true devotees, those whose hearts are ready to spermatophize in sharing of knowledge, are permitted to physically enter our vegetable kingdom and its wisdom. And to be permitted, you must earn it. Yes.
Green Grand Mystic, we are ready to become devotees and gain access to your temple.
What is the name of our Lord, our God King?
Our God King's name is Treewan, Green Grand Mystic.
Oh la, good, good, I like you. Here is the holy key to the wisdom place. Holy donation can you make whenever you so wish.
Thank you so much.
I pray you to taste our fertilizer substance. From the burdens of life it helps to free.
But of course.
Raw sap, it is called. It is near the entrance.
We visited Kew Gardens, and we found your symbols on their flower pots.
Coincidence, I am thinking. They would scavenge our refuse. It would not surprise me.
It was merely an observation. Well, we will leave you.
Okay, let's go. Another guy.
That should be the raw sap. It is rather delicious. And of an...
My word, Holmes. Their sap is like a form of...
caterpillars. They are...
The fuck?
a tropical plant. A tropical...
You're shitting me.
A trop... A tr... A trop... A trop... These three plants are identical to the ones shown at the exhibition.
Stealing plants, very interesting.
Osmosis.
This must be Triwan, the divine...
Weird. It's a very good thing that I don't have to talk to this guy.
The list of plant friends and benefactors. This door is locked.
Escape the shit.
A vast amount. These instruments are used. This substance is an alkaloid. This cabinet is... That would be enough to perform...
I guess we found what we need, so let's get the fuck out of here.
A fragment of a... Fragments of a flag.
Whoa.
The Kew Gardens symbol.
Did we just find out who stole the pots? Okay, mister, what do you have to say for yourself now?
Perfect, Watson. Do you have friends at Kew Gardens?
None. Not worthy there.
Fuck.
Do you have...
None. Not worthy there.
We haven't.
Do you have...
None. Not worthy there. None. Not worthy there.
The fuck?
Do you have...
None. Not worthy there.
Ah, fucking hell, man.
Do you have...
None. Not worthy there.
Okay, what else did I click?
Do you...
None. Not worthy there.
Fuck.
None. Not worthy there.
Fine.
Nevertheless, we have seen Kew Gardens flower pots in your yard. How could they happen to be there?
What? Our sacred place you permitted yourself to search? Sacrilege.
No, really now. There was a theft of plants at Kew Gardens a matter of days ago, and we believe the pots we found here may be connected with it. Please tell us, were you involved?
No. Those plants were ours. They had stolen them from us.
How so?
Their director, Dump, I believe.
Done.
Yes, that's what I said. He borrowed from us 3 of our sisters for the exhibition at his greenfly-infested gardens. But he never gave them back to us. Excuses and imbecility. So we went in and saved them.
I see. So, if you stole those rare plants from them, then it means... Ah, I get it. Bravo, Holmes. I think the case is solved.
No, we did not steal. We saved. Well, as a matter of fact, we were unable to find our 3 plants.
I beg your pardon. And yet you took all of the exotic plants from the stand.
They had disappeared. It was the least we could do. They stole our sisters, and so we stole theirs.
Well, we will leave you to your...
Okay.
Green Grand Mystic, we have excellent news for you. Please come with us.
Praise the all-holy sap for having spiritually pollinated us. Where are we going?
We found your plants.
Is that true? And where are they?
They're at Scotland Yard. Please come with us to identify them, so that you may take them back.
Yes, I will come. I am excited to retrieve them.
Nailed it. Sympathizing. A half-moon walk. Sounds promising already.
Where are you going, Holmes? Have you been invited somewhere?
We have been invited, Watson,
We have. Where to?
to the Baker Street Irregulars' annual dinner. They sent us an invitation. It is on the table.
A dinner? How could those street urchins afford anything like that? I can't understand your interest in them, Holmes. They're dirty. They wouldn't hesitate to steal your wallet.
Watson, you should be excited. It is a secret dinner. Its location changes every year. Read the menu. Sounds mouth-watering.
All right. We, the secret police of Baker Street, invite you, Sherlock Holmes, and Dr. Watson to our annual dinner. Menu, entree, frozen rat head salad. Is this a joke?
Not at all. Pray continue.
Main course, sow's udder in Danny Nutcracker's way. Sounds disgusting, Holmes. Hedgehog goulash. Street turnips in homemade juice. And it goes on.
I can hear them on the stairs now.
Oh, we can't go there. We can't eat that.
Watson, you'll hurt the feelings of those poor children. We have to go.
Oh, Mr. Holmes.
It is fine, Mrs. Hudson.
Mr. Holmes!
Wiggins, Dr. Watson is getting ready. He will be delighted to join us. You don't look well, my young man. Is there something wrong? Don't tell me the dinner is cancelled.
Mr. Holmes is my brother Leighton. He's in a prison cell. They say he's killed 2 men. You have to help us, Mr. Holmes, 'cause I know he didn't do it.
Where is he now?
From what I've heard, they took him to the yard, and they gave him a good beating already. You know what they're like. They'll hang him. They won't look any further.
Holmes, we have to help him.
And forget about the dinner? Wiggins, I'll take the case.
You're fantastic, Mr. Holmes. I'll be waiting for you at the crime scene. You'll be there, right? It's on Half Moon Street in Whitechapel.
Very well.
Okay. We're gonna finish this here, and this case is for our next